can make me
The current Mazda CX-5 crossover has been in production since 2017, an eternity in the car business. Even among newer compact crossover rivals, though, the CX-5 continues to shine as one of the most attractive choices that's also one of the best to drive. Mazda debuted the slightly larger, slightly pricier CX-50 in 2023, but the CX-5 lineup was not scaled back to make way for its new stablemate. Anything but. It still offers 8 trims, a choice of 2 4-cylinder engines, one of them a perky turbocharged mill with the option of front or all-wheel drive, a well-appointed interior, and a fun-to-drive personality. Alternatives such as the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 may hold an edge when it comes to practicality, but we contend the Mazda still has enough passenger and cargo space for the average shopper. Add its engaging driving demeanor and it's still one of the more compelling compact crossover choices, especially so for those who love to drive. The S-Trim returns, offering a more affordable base model while the non-turbo premium trim has been discontinued. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and phone charging are now standard on the Carbon Edition model, and the Premium Plus gains a surround view camera system and parking sensors. All CX-5s also switch to USB-C inputs for the front seats. The price of the 2025 Mazda CX-5 starts at $29,990 and goes up to $42,020 depending on the trim and options. The CX-5's standard 187 horsepower 4-cylinder engine has great throttle response when pulling away from stoplights or hustling around town, so it feels quicker than it actually is. It's at higher speeds, such as when trying to pass or merge onto the freeway, that it wants for more oomph. The 256 horsepower turbocharged version we tested provided much quicker acceleration. Both engines pair with a snappy 6-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. You don't need to drive the CX-5 hard to enjoy it or to appreciate its excellence. Sure, its precise steering and composed cornering make for one hell of a Sunday cruise. But it also soaks up rough roads without commotion and has the ride quality of crossovers that cost twice as much. This harmonious interplay of dynamics is unrivaled by its competitors. Pavement imperfections are isolated, road noise is minimal, and the damping is neither stiff nor floaty. At the same time, the Mazda comes alive on curvy roads. The electrically assisted steering provides satisfying responses. The signature model we tested had a reassuring brake pedal feel that operated without delay and without being too touchy when you apply the brakes. Diaresis inverted question mark diaresis inverted question mark. With 2 engine options, the CX-5 has 2 fuel economy ratings. The base 2.5-liter engine is rated at 26 miles per gallon in the city and 31 miles per gallon on the highway. The more powerful turbocharged engine is rated at 22 miles per gallon city and 27 highway. We've tested both on our 75-mile-per-hour highway route, which is part of our extensive testing regimen, and the standard engine returned 32 miles per gallon compared with the Turbo 4's 30 miles per gallon result. Wake up inside the top-tier CX-5 models and you might think you've been abducted by kidnappers driving an Audi or a Mercedes. First-rate materials and a fabulous layout make it feel especially upscale. The floor-hinged accelerator pedal feels better than the more common version that is suspended above the floor. The well-crafted steering wheel is directly in front of the driver and not offset at a slight angle, and all of the front seat armrests are at the same height for optimal comfort. Sacrifices come in small packages. The CX-5's rear seat is adequate for adults, but far from roomy, and it held just 9 carry-on suitcases behind its rear seats in our testing. The storage bay does benefit from a completely flat load floor, though. There are also several nooks and crannies in the cabin to store smartphones and other small items. The center console has a deep tray at the front and a useful bin with a removable shelf.